Hello everyone, welcome to an exciting Halo Wars Micro Monday. Alright guys, let's say you're on repository, okay? These are some micro tips on repository that are a must know, and plus these tips will help you overall. See this path here, okay? If you'll notice when you take this path and when they attack to the side of the base, it's kind of tight and your tank won't really listen, he'll get trapped. Well, this is what you do. If I just click X one time over there, and I don't micro the tank at all. I want you to check this out. Check this out. Look at this. The tank is moving very quickly. No problems at all. He doesn't get stopped on anything. He just simply gets there. Imagine that. I don't just start spamming X all over the place. Blah, blah, blah. X, 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 X. It doesn't work, okay? Terrible. Don't do it, okay? Now watch this. Here's a tip over here. Check this out. If I move and then I set waypoints like this and I want to get around my base and quickly get to the attack. So let's say there's a bunch of tanks there. I need to get there quickly. I'm not microing and it looks like they're getting clusterfuck, but they're not. Look how fast they moved through that narrow corridor. Look how fast that was. You know, everybody says the pathfinding in Halo Wars is stupid. I'm so tired of hearing it that I said no, it's the microer of the person microing that sucks. They went through there very smooth, very accurately. It's when you keep pressing X and moving different directions, pressing X over here, X over there, moving this. It's stupidness. Stop it. Stop the madness. It's too much. I can't take it anymore. Stop spamming X all over the place. Look at this. I'm going to go from one end to the other through many choke points. I'm not even going to touch them. Look at this. I set the waypoints. They're going to get there as fast as possible, which you always want in RTS, and they're not getting clusterfucked. You can't even say that's clusterfuck because they all go as quickly as possible around the obstacles and they all move in a straight, simple formation. Through the hardest to move terrain, they will just go around and it looks like that's clusterfuck, but it's not. Check that out. Look at that. See how easily they just readjust and go through? I'm not even microing. Check this out. Like, for real, yeah, this is how you micro, guys. You tell them to move to the spot and they go there. Or use waypoints. I would use waypoints, guys. Get in the habit of using waypoints like this. And when you set the waypoints, you don't have to micro anymore. So you can go rebuild on your base, look at what your teammate's doing, click on some pads. And I'm just so tired of people clicking. It's just stupidness. So I hope that explains it, okay? And this works for every map, but I just wanted to show on this map because this is the common map that it happens on. Alright, so here's a lot of tips you're going to learn on Repo, guys. You ready? Okay, so this tip is you always want to push the side of a base, okay? You never really want to push through the middle, and I don't ever really like to say never unless I really mean it. Don't push through the middle with your tanks. Very stupid, very wrong, okay? Now I'm going to show you something right here. If I move my tank through the middle here, which I'm going to only do as an example, okay? They can hit me from 3 different directions. Okay, check this out. If I move my tank through here, not only am I choke pointed, not only will my units not move through, not only can I get trapped, but look, there's 3 areas which their defense will attack. Okay? And you'll find yourself being trapped in very easily. You don't have an exit, and therefore you don't do it. But if you move in here, it's really important to check this out. When you push the side of this base, okay, if I move into the front of this base, which I'm going to do in a second here, if I move into the front of this base with all my tanks, let's say, this is a bad idea. And the reason for that is they could come behind me and trap me, or they'll trap me and I don't have an exit. I don't have an escape. I never want to commit all my units to something and I don't have an escape. The only time you're doing that is if you're sure you're killing the base and you don't care what happens. Okay, but if you notice here, see this? I'm attacking the side of this base, but I'm not going to go in the front because see, if I go in the front here, I get trapped. This is not good, okay? You don't do this, okay? You go to the side, okay? And you always have an exit. You can exit from the side. It's very important to remember this, guys. See how fast my exit is? I just withdraw, I'm out. No problems. Please do this, guys. Don't just lose all your units. Pull out. Have an escape always. Plan your escape always. Just think of it like a fire drill. If there's a fire, how do you get out? I want to show you. This is a really important battle trick, guys. Let's say you're pushing the side of the base. They're going to defend the side of that base, right? So if they're defending the side of that base, you're going to do a little trick here because they're on defense, you're on offense. They're going to have all their tanks right at that side base. I'm going to tell my tanks, I'm going to split my tanks half and half. Doesn't have to be 5 and 5, just half your tanks one way, half your tanks the other way. And I'm going to set my waypoint tricks, okay? And I'm going to go all the way up. And I'm going to attack the side of that far base and the side of the base I was just attacking at the same time. You want to time your attack for that. And what's going to happen is all of a sudden they're going to panic and they're either going to commit to 1-5 or they're going to split their army and waste time. And by the time they go to the other far spot, you just pull away and they wasted time. You know, and then you pull back. You'll get free DPS this way, and you'll probably kill some buildings. So see how it's perfectly organized, and you would time it slightly better, but it wouldn't make much of a difference. But when you split the attack like that, it's going to really confuse them, and it's going to really panic them. You'll probably kill a couple pads that way, and then they'll come over there, and then you'll pull away, and then you'll push all your tanks in one spot. You keep them guessing, guys. You second guess them. But that split trick is really important on Repository, especially when they're playing defense. Because defense advantage works on Repository. But if you use this trick, it's really hard for them to defend. I'm going to show you a trick on how to avoid these problems later on in this video, okay, guys? Now, I'm going to also show you something else cool here right now. If you go into the middle, okay, and this is the one main thing that a lot of high-level players say, but they don't practice. You will not see me spamming the X button to move somewhere. I tell him to move there and so that he'll go there as fast as possible. I don't get spamming X because I'm impatient. I want to get there quickly, and so should you. So, alright, check this out. I'm going to move this tank, and I'm going to try and get him in front of the yellow base. Alright, and I'm going to tell him to move. And watch what I'm doing, guys. I'm pulling a classic high-level player. I'm just spamming the X button. I'm telling them to move. I'm impatient. Spam! Spam! It's helping me move faster. I know it is. Spam! Press X again. I have Tourette's. Blah, 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 blah. This is very wrong and very stupid. Look how slow my tank was. Don't do this. Oh, why? I see it and I cringe. Like, you don't do this. I'm flaring because, no, you don't do it. No. Bad. No. Okay. Alright. Now check this out, guys. I am now going to go to the same spot I was before. I'm going to press X one time. Imagine that. I can now multitask. I can now build units on my base, look at what's going on, send money, mech. I can do whatever I want. And guess what? My tank still gets there and faster than before. Because when you press X multiple times, it slows the unit down. Okay, I just got there as fast as possible. Spamming didn't help you. It's stupid. It wastes energy. You can't micro as much. Stop the madness. Okay, I can't... Wow. So I hope I got my point across with that, guys. Don't spam, use your waypoints, or just press X one time. I mean, for real. Okay? Alright, guys, now here's a really cool trick. Alright, now, let's say you're playing defense on Repository, which is usually a very good idea. This works for a lot of things. Just remember these tricks. Alright, so let's say they're using the split trick to hit both the side bases on our side. Now, we know this trick now because we've just watched this video. Now, they're going to hit both sides. Now, here's what you do. If you're playing defense, this is what you should always do. I'm not joking. This is what you do. You put half your tanks on the side of that base there and half your tanks right there. And now what's going to happen is, because you don't know where they're going to push, you should have eyes on the map with air or ghosts or warthogs or whatever, but it doesn't matter. You don't know, so you do this. So at least you are prepared for anything. Now, if necessary, you need to get all the rest of them to one side. It takes 7 seconds to get from there to there. It's better than having all of them on one side and taking 7 seconds to get over and they've killed 2 pads. So, you know, anyways, guys, we're almost coming near the end of the video here. And a couple more tips to go here. So, another thing I'm going to mention is you don't want to be in a useful position, like a useless position. So, for example, if all your tanks are in the middle Well, actually, okay, sorry guys, here's this trick right here. I'm setting waypoints, because let's say they push the side of this base, and I'm using half these tanks here to attack, and I want to trap them. This is a really cool trick. I'm coming in to chase them, and the tanks will most likely run away, right? If they don't, well, they're still there. And then these other tanks I've set waypoints with, they're coming up around this ramp here, and when they come up the ramp, they're trapped, and I'm going to kill all their tanks. When I've killed all their tanks, I can push up and win. Or if they ran away, oh well, I mean, big deal. I got them out of there. So that's a really important trick, guys. Now, one more really important thing, I'm going to show you something right now. And this is the thing I see a lot. Base race happens on this map for many reasons. Because people are stupid. You don't want to be in a position where if they attack first, you're forced into a base race. So this is a prime example. My tank is in the middle here. This is a very bad spot to be. Do not have your tanks in the middle. This is very stupid. If they push your base right now, it will take you forever to get back and save your base. And I can guarantee you one thing. Your base will die before you come back. And if you're forced into the base race situation, because you're in the middle, because you're a moron, then they're literally going to be an entire base ahead of you because you were stupid and you were stuck in the middle. So do two things for me, please, guys. Either you're playing defense and you're committing to that, to wait till they kill all their units and then you push, or you play offense and you do it correctly. But you're not chilling in the middle doing who knows what and losing your base and saying base race and you think you're all smart. Anyways, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope that it helps you, and I know that it's always helped me. Please comment, rate, subscribe, leave a like, tell your friends, and let me know what you thought. And I will see you all tomorrow, and I hope you all enjoyed Micro Monday. Goodbye.
Warmed up. Moving up. Spinning up Mac firing. Healing target.